Have you ever been told to just be more optimistic? You know, look on the bright side. See the glass is half full. It's everywhere, from self-help books to corporate mantras. But what if I told you that modern optimism, the kind we're sold every day, is just delusion with better branding? Now, before you click away, hear me out. I'm not here to be a downer. I'm here to talk about a more powerful, more realistic way to approach life. Let's start by dissecting this thing we call optimism. When someone loses their job and says, "Oh, it's fine. Something even better is just around the corner." Is that optimism, or is it a denial of a very real, very stressful situation? When a project is clearly failing, but the team leader insists, "We just need to stay positive, and everything will work out." Are they inspiring confidence, or ignoring critical problems that need solving? This is the core of the issue. The brand of optimism we're often encouraged to adopt is a passive, almost magical belief that good things will happen to us simply because we want them to. It's the idea that positive thoughts alone can bend reality to our will. But life doesn't work that way. Wishing for a sunny day won't stop the rain. Ignoring a leaky faucet won't fix it. This kind of blind optimism can actually be harmful. It encourages us to be passive spectators in our own lives, waiting for the universe to deliver, rather than active participants who create our own success. It can also lead to a nasty cycle of self-blame. When things don't magically work out, the optimistic narrative tells us we just weren't positive enough, that we didn't believe hard enough. It's a recipe for disappointment and anxiety. So, if blind optimism is the problem, what's the solution? Is it pessimism? Should we all just expect the worst and wallow in misery? Absolutely not. Pessimism is just as a pessimist might not even try to fix that leaky faucet because they assume they'll fail or make it worse. No, the answer isn't on either extreme. The answer lies in a concept that might sound a little old-fashioned, but it's incredibly powerful. Hope. But wait, isn't hope just a synonym for optimism? Not at all. There's a crucial difference. Optimism is the belief that things will be good. Hope, on the other hand, is the belief that things asterisk can be asterisk good. Asterisk if asterisk we take action. See the difference? Optimism is passive. Opis activi. Optimism is a feeling. Hope is a strategy. Hope acknowledges the reality of a situation, good or bad. It doesn't deny the challenges. It doesn't pretend the glass is full when it's half empty. Hope looks at that half-empty glass and says, "Okay, this is where we are. Now, where can I find some more water?" Hope is about agency. It's the understanding that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond. Let's take a famous example. The Stockdale Paradox. James Stockdale was an American naval officer held as a prisoner of war for over 7 years. He was tortured repeatedly. When asked who didn't make it out of the camps, he said it was the optimists, the ones who kept saying, "We'll be out by Christmas." Christmas would come and go. Then they'd say, "We'll be out by Easter." And Easter would come and go. Eventually, he said, they died of a broken heart. They couldn't handle the constant disappointment because their optimism was untethered from reality. Stockdale, on the other hand, survived. His philosophy was to confront the brutal facts of his situation while, at the same time, never losing faith that he would prevail in the end. That's hope. It's the engine of resilience. It's saying, this is incredibly difficult, and it might get worse before it gets better, but I will not give up. I will find a way through this. This active, realistic hope is what psychologists call pragmatic hope, or realistic optimism. It's not about wearing rose-colored glasses. It's about putting on your work boots. It involves 3 key steps. First, you need a clear goal. What do you want to achieve? What does a better future look like? Second, you need to believe you have the ability, or can develop the ability, to work towards that goal. This is your sense of agency. And third, you need to be able to map out the pathways to get there. Not just one path, but multiple paths, because you know there will be obstacles. If plan A fails, you have a plan B and a plan C. Ready to go. Think about it in your own life. Let's say you want to get healthier. Blind optimism says, I'll just start eating better tomorrow and everything will be great. This approach usually falls apart after the first donut you see. Pragmatic hope, however, says, okay, my goal is to get healthier. I know it won't be easy. My weaknesses are late night snacking and skipping workouts. So, for my pathway, I'll remove junk food from the house. I'll prepare healthy snacks in advance. I'll schedule my workouts like important appointments. And if I miss a day, that's okay, I won't quit. I'll just get back on track the next day. That's my plan B. This approach is grounded, strategic, and far more likely to succeed. It transforms you from a wisher into a doer. This isn't just theory. It's backed by science. Studies show that people with higher levels of this active hope are more successful in academics, sports, and their careers. They have better physical and mental health. Why? Because they don't just sit back and wait for good things to happen. They make them happen. They see challenges not as signs to give up, but as problems to be solved. They have what is called the growth mindset, the belief that their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. So how do we cultivate this powerful, realistic hope? We start by changing our self-talk. Instead of telling yourself everything will be fine, try, I have what it takes to handle this. Instead of, don't worry, try, what's one small step I can take right now? We also need to practice mental contrasting. This is where you visualize your desired future, but then you also visualize the obstacles that stand in your way. This isn't negative thinking. It's strategic planning. It prepares you for the realities of the journey and helps you preemptively solve problems. Finally, celebrate small wins. Hope isn't built on one giant leap. It's built on a series of small, consistent steps. Every time you take a small action towards your goal and succeed, you're reinforcing the belief that you have control, that you have agency. You're building your hope muscle. So, let's ditch the flimsy, branded version of optimism, the kind that tells us to just think happy thoughts and ignore reality. It's a fragile shield that shatters at the first sign of real trouble. Instead, let's embrace hope, a robust, active, and realistic hope that acknowledges the struggle but never loses sight of the goal. Hope that empowers us to face challenges head-on, to adapt, to persevere, and to build the future we want, one deliberate step at a time. That's not delusion. That's strength. Thanks for watching. If this idea resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the difference between optimism and hope. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that challenges the way we think. See you next time.